Hey everybody, what's up? Sean Giles, your friend, your neighbor, your real estate expert, Coach Sean. We're actually here today because I wanted to talk to you about one of the lessons I learned working with Tony Robbins back in the day. It's probably I want to say late 1990s, early 2000s. Me and three other guys actually decided to raise our game and actually hire Tony Robbins, who is Anthony Robbins now, who is probably on his way to being a billionaire if he's not already, but he's pretty damn close. And, he's one of these guys where Tony basically said, okay, four guys, $25,000 each. I'll coach you for 90 days. I'll call you from wherever I am. Half the time will be from his helicopter or from some kind of plane or something. And he would actually say, when I call you, you're going to listen. And when I tell you to do something, if you don't do it, I'm not going to coach you anymore. So what is the one secret that that I learned with Tony that was actually probably one of the biggest, most profound things I've learned is there's really, one secret becomes multiple secrets, but probably the one thing is what he would call just-in-time learning. So what is just-in-time learning? Just-in-time learning is actually learning, not learning like a lot of people. I just want to get this link in here for some of you guys. It's called the billion dollar blueprint, which is basically our 10x personal success formula. You can grab a free copy over at www.10xpsf.com. So we're having a little slow today. It's Monday, and we're just trying to get into a rhythm here, but 10xpsf.com. So, anywho, what is just-in-time learning? So just-in-time learning is, for years, what I did was I learned everything I possibly could, and I read every book. I read everything somebody told me. Oh my God, I got to learn how to do that. Read about Napoleon Hill. Go read about this method. Go read about this strategy. Go read about that strategy. And what I really found out was a lot of times I was reading stuff that somebody gave me that I really wasn't ready for yet. What I mean by that is, I'll give you a good example of this. So I worked with a guy named Mike Ferry, and I'm in the meeting with him, and he said, find somebody that's actually doing what you want to do, and then go ask them what they're doing and model that person. And that's one of the things that Tony talks about is modeling other people, right? So I go see a woman named Karen Bernardi, and Karen Bernardi is doing about 350 transactions a year as an agent with a couple of assistants, and she works a 4-day week, like a fiend, by the way, 12, 15 hours a day, 4 days a week. And then she only works 3 weeks a month, and then she takes the other week and goes down to Costa Rica to her house and visits her kid. And I was like, wow, that's the lifestyle I want. So I go and talk to Karen Bernardi, and Karen looks at me and she goes, "Are you out of your mind?" I go, "What?" And I'm thinking like, wow, that wasn't really nice of her. And then she goes, "No, Sean." She goes, "Listen, even if I gave you my morning routine, and I gave you my routine is not going to work for you at this point because you're at a point where you're doing 75 transactions looking to go to 100 or 125. She goes, but trying to go where I am is it's like you running a 5K and then all of a sudden wanting to do a marathon, the next week. It's really not applicable, and you're probably not going to be able to do it because even if I gave you the training and I said, okay, tomorrow I want you to run 12 miles in the morning, and then I want you to go lift weights or something, you wouldn't be able to physically, mentally, or spiritually even do it. So what you need to do is find somebody that is just in front of you. And what I always say is like the headlights on a car. My job as a coach is to actually, coach you and give you the inspiration, give you the motivation, but also give you the confidence until, it's to believe in you until you believe in yourself. And my goal is that, let's say for argument's sake, your headlights allow you to see 100 feet in the distance. And then if I put my headlights above that, you're going to see an extra 50 feet. If we turn the brights on, we may even see 200 feet in front of us. So my goal is always the same, is to help you, whether I'm helping you to build a real estate business or helping you to buy a house or helping you to sell a house, or helping you to coach one of your sales teams or something like that. Our goal is always the same, is to believe in you or believe in your sales team until they believe in themselves. Once they start believing themselves, then it's start to push on it and make it a little further. But again, if somebody's trying to take you from here to there and there's nothing in between, you're most likely going to blow up. So what's the one thing that Tony taught me? Pretty simple. Just-in-time learning. You need to learn the things that you need to get you from point A to point B, not point A to point E. You got to go A, B, C, D, right? Some cases they're going to tell you, okay, you can make a big jump and you can make a quantum leap, but that quantum leap for some people might just be going from A to B. It might just be going from doing one transaction, doing 2 transactions this month. And the reality is that just in time learning, whatever it's going to take, what's the one thing that you can do that makes everything easier or non-existent? And that's what Tony always taught me was, what is the one thing that we can focus on? What is the big rock that you could push on today that's going to affect everything else in your business? And this one secret, I'm going to tell you, it's a great secret, by the way. Don't share it with everybody. You're gonna blow yourself up. What is the one secret? It's modeling other people and finding people that have already done what you're doing, and then modeling them and cutting decades of training into days, and going to somebody like me and saying, hey, you've done this for 20 years, Sean. How do I feel? A great example of this, right? I was just on the phone with Krill, who works on my team. He said, hey, Sean, how do I actually attract buyers while I'm also looking for sellers so that I can burn both candles, the candle at both ends? And I said, well, one of the things you can do is go into this platform. You're going to build a landing page, and that landing page, you're going to put that out on social media and post it out on the different places, and Instagram, or wherever you feel that your strength is on whatever platform it is for you. By the way, our strength of the platform is on YouTube. If you guys see the little guy in the corner, if you could subscribe to YouTube channel, we'd love it. The YouTube channel is Coach Sean Chalice. But again, go back to what I said to Krill is, he said, how do I attract those buyers? I said, create a landing page. So that landing page works for you when you're not working. It's going to work 24/7. And he's like, okay, how do I do that? And I said, well, great. Here's a video that we did, and here's some training that I did, and it's about 15 minutes. Watch that on one screen and build it on your other screen so that you can do it at the same time. So that conversation, if you will, that video is a 15-minute video, but it took me probably, I would say, almost 12, 15 hours before I could get it to build a landing page, my first landing page. And then after a while, I figured out how to do it in hours. And then I figured out how to do it in minutes. But if I said to Krill, hey, go build a landing page and watch the tutorial, it could take you days, or you can actually, most people will not do it. They'll start to do it and they'll get frustrated and they'll quit. And they'll just say, all right, the hell with it. And they'll go back to whatever they were doing. And the problem is, if we continue to do what we've always done, we continue to get what we've always gotten. I'll say that again. If we continue to do what we've always done, we'll continue to get what we've always have gotten. So what is the one secret? The one secret is finding somebody that's already done it, finding a mentor or coach or trainer, and somebody that has an actual blueprint to get you from point A to point B to C to D to E to F. One of that blueprint, if you go look right here, this link right here that I'm pointing out to you, 10x Personal Success Formula, 10xpsf.com. You can actually grab a free copy of the blueprint that billionaires use to actually get themselves out of bed in the morning and get their day started. What's interesting, of all the people that we've mentored with and coached with, including Tony Robbins, including Diane, Tony DeSello, Diane, Brian Tracy, Brian Buffini, Zig Ziglar, Bob Proctor, I'm trying to think of all the crazy people we work with. Mike Ferry, Michael Vance, who most people don't even know who Michael Vance was. He was the creative director behind Walt Disney. He was also Steve Jobs's personal mentor and coach when he went public and when he was in his teens. So again, if you want to find out more about how to actually get your business up and running, get your life up and running, grab the blueprint that's down below. This blueprint is actually not only for business, but it's also for your life. It actually is the 10x Personal Success Formula. It took us years, and all the coaches and all the mentors we've invested with, we've invested over $1 million over the past. I'm going to say it again. I've invested over $1 million in coaches, trainers, mentors, just to learn the different things I've learned over the years. And what's funny is, none of them actually compiled into one simple little, format. And quite honestly, I'm simple. I'm not a real smart guy. I'm intelligent, but I'm not smart sometimes. Sometimes I need somebody to simplify it for me. So what we did is we simplified it and we turned it into what's called the 10x Personal Success Formula. And it's an outline that you could use for any business, any lifestyle, no matter what you're trying to do. You can use that to actually help to build the foundation of you, to become the best version of you. If you want to find out more, if you're appreciating this conversation, please go to go up here in the corner, subscribe over on the YouTube channel. It's Coach Sean Chalice. For those who are watching now, really appreciate you. We really do appreciate everything you're doing, everything that's going on there. Again, if you want to find out more about how to actually blow yourself up and turn it into without actually killing yourself. And when I say build it up and blow it up, we don't want you to be working 7-day wonders. We want you to actually have a life and build the life that you want to build. If you want to find out more about that, grab the link below. If you want to find out, if you appreciate this conversation, you want to learn more, go up there and subscribe with the crazy guy in the corner, and I'll see you on the other side. Sean Shaw is your friend, your neighbor, your real estate expert, Coach Sean, helping you find the $1 billion blind spots in your life and your business. Let's find the blind spot, fill the hole, and actually blow it up. Talk to you soon.